Hi everyone, Josh here. Thanks for tuning in to Game 1 and review of the Sherman Firefly. This is a Tier 6 British medium tank. And that's the only good thing I have to say about it. No, it's not awful, but it's definitely not the toast of its tier. I think I'd almost play any other Tier 6 medium than this one, especially the premiums, which is sad because usually the premiums are a lot worse than their counterparts in tier. But this guy here, there's really no favors done by the guys who put this in the game or by the makers. I mean, if I had a Lend-Lease and someone gave me this thing, I would be extremely upset with the people that leased it to me. More on that, but here we are firing some equipment on there. Yeah, so this is a Sherman with a bit better gun on it. As you can see, it's got the same engine, pretty good rate of fire, good pen, yeah, that's fine. Here's some more hard stats on it. 209 aim time and a .37 accuracy, but that engine, 460 horse, is not enough. They've added four or 5 tons to this tank and kept the same engine and upped it a tier. I mean, you do get 750 hit points, which is great. That's fun and dandy. You're going to need them. You have 51 millimeters of front hull armor, so I mean, high explosives from most tier 6s and 7s is going to hurt you pretty bad. Their standard ammo goes right through you. You can angle, it's not going to help. So have fun sniping with a .37 gun, which is what I tried. I threw on binoculars here. Didn't really do much. I mean, I'm going how you'd go with a 75% crew. I didn't really have a crew saved up for the Firefly. Maybe I'll try the derp gun on it later, the 105 mil. I can't see it being any better at tier 6. It looks like it'd be really underpowered. But anyways, here we are, Mountain Pass. Not doing myself any favors by running this on the European server. They tend to not think as much, and that's not a shot at anybody in particular. It's just there's certain choke points on maps that are fairly classic. Everyone knows you take this choke point, you win the game. People might have different techniques and whatnot, but on this map, generally whoever controls that central area there, as in right here in front of our spawn, is going to do pretty good. So classic medium tank move here. I pull up, I get behind the mountain for cover. I roll up, I flip up with binoculars and see who is crossing there and try to lighten them up, right? See, not bad aim time, but still, it's not in action. When you're in action, it seems like forever. I'm not going to say I played the greatest game of my life. It's not very good at all, but I've ran this thing about 5 or 6 times, and not much improvement, honestly. Glad I didn't throw gold camo on it, let's just say that. Poor Mr. ELC. Fairly sluggish. Like I said, the acceleration is just not there. I know, 75% crew, blah blah blah. Other tanks, you can get a feel for how good they are. Generally, 75% crew, you understand how good the tank is going to be, how it's going to perform. I am not a fan of this guy right here. Not at all. Getting pinned through the turret, getting pinned through the front. I can angle myself, it just doesn't matter. It's not fast enough to fall back and get out of the way. So what good is it if you can't maneuver and you have no armor? Like, I feel sorry for the guys in real life that were running these tanks. I really do. It's a little late now, but they must have felt like pieces of shit by the way they were treated by having to drive tanks like this around. Like I said, the gun depression, yeah, okay, not really. Getting worked over by an 85B. I guess I should have pulled back here, but I mean, he's bouncing off me. I think I can get shot. I actually hit him there. Can't explain that. Really hard to get a shot here. There's a little bump in the hill. Yeah, I know I played it pretty well. Not a fan of the tank. If you're a fan, I congratulate you. You've got instant patience as opposed to me, like right from that thing. Like, come on. It doesn't have good view range. It doesn't have a good radio. Oh, yeah, not for me. Don't get it. I wish I could get back all my free XP that I burned up. Good thing I didn't have to convert it with gold. I just had it sitting there still, not a fan. I mean, 100% crew here might have got me out of this pickle, but like, still, I'd have to have high rolled him. Probably not going to happen. Not even sticking around for the results. Now, if you do want a decent tank, I recommend this bad boy right here, the Grant. As you can see, tier 4, not bad. Probably will have the same speed issues, but look at this. You get the 6-pounder. You'll be shooting every 2 seconds, 75 damage, 105 pen. At tier 4, that thing is a monster. I highly recommend that one over the Firefly. If you're a historic tank buff, get the Firefly and prepare to be disappointed. If not, get this Grant and do some stomping at tier 4. Anyways, guys, that's my opinion. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys out on the battlefield.